Hey everyone, we are back for the Greater Peoria Open, the final round of the entire tour and event. Thanks for Payton for having me back here to finish out this commentary. We are back with Northwood Black Longs. We are on the most treacherous part of the course here. I can't wait to see how it finishes out.
Yeah, and scoring-wise, we have Caleb Tripp on the top. He is shot even on the front nine, and if he can maintain this, he is going to shoot way better than our expectations. It's crazy. I'm enjoying watching these guys play these really, really tough courses. But yeah, it's looking like a one-man race. As long as he can hold it together, it's going to be a good result. But yeah, this has been it's been an awesome event. Dalton, I can't say any more than what we've already done to date, but appreciate everything that you've done here by pulling this event together, bringing people from all over, really the nation, together to come and play this. It's just been great.
Yeah, thanks for the supporting and encouraging words there. It's been a blast running this event for the last 5 years. I've grown it to the largest it's ever been in its inception. This was the 40th year for the event, actually. Wow. I learned that from talking to the founder of it, Marshall Hopkins. So it's cool to see this event has gone that long.
Yeah, and these courses just keep getting harder and harder every single year. So we're playing the tough one. Hole 10, a 400-foot par 3. This one is notorious for trying to force you down a gap. We see a lot of rollers out here on this hole. I think we've got one being lined up here, but you guys, it doesn't look it, but this backhand air shot line is darn near impossible to actually execute. It requires ultra precision. Hence the reason why our leader is trying to roll. He goes left. There is a fence over there I think he butts up to that is right next to the cemetery, but it'll keep his disc safe. There's no way to go out of bounds to the left, but it does make the upshot a little bit longer.
Yeah, this is a great shot out of the gap here from Nick. It is going to come up short, but that's the risk you play of trying to hit that gap as opposed to go for that roller. You're going to lose a lot of distance just to make sure you get out of that gap.
Man, a great shot from Dane, too. Really committing on that, and he ricochets his disc right off the rock wall. Nice. Good place to be. Oh, no.
Full commitment, though, on that zone from Caleb. He's been hammering on that pretty much all event.
Yeah, he lets that one get away from him, though, with some interesting lie, having to kind of straddle out from underneath the tree. And Nick just pitches up there for his par. Yeah. It's a good result after throwing his tee shot. Okay, this just needs to settle.
Oh.
That's close enough.
It's within his range. Nathan just laying up here, too. I mean, we're going to probably walk away with 3 pars and 1 bogey here. Doesn't really hurt Caleb that much because he's kind of built that padding. But, again, some of the hardest holes maybe even in the world are coming up. So, just something to keep in mind moving forward.
Yeah, well, we talk about the hole by hole, what to be looking for, and really hole 10, it's not really one to be too concerned about. It just doesn't get birdied, but it also doesn't really get double bogeyed or worse.
Yeah.
So this hole is the easiest of the back? No, it's not. We have 16 and 17.
16, 17 maybe.
That just played a half stroke over par, but
yeah. Thanks to Power Grip for supporting me this entire tour, this event. Zach has been so helpful with ideas, gaining other sponsors, just anything I could ever ask for in a partnership with building this tour. Shout out Frankie there for standing in the middle of the fairway. Hole 11, though, 100 feet difference between the short and the long here. You can see how tight this long is. I didn't really realize how rough this was until seeing it like myself in person, and it's just it's like night and day difference.
Yes, 100%. And we witnessed once again another disrespect from the trees. That was an excellent shot thrown by Nathan, and it rolls back after hitting the base of the tree and goes into an undesirable place. And yeah, some bad luck there for Dane as well.
Yeah, Dane hitting the short tee pad on the ground.
If that just skirted to the left.
And Nick does look like he's okay with it. Yeah, we are out here burning that midnight oil just to get this out here to you guys. So definitely appreciate y'all viewing this and supporting the PLD channel and watching this coverage.
Yeah, I really want this to bring value to you guys. I can't express how important it is to me to get visibility to the amateur space of disc golf. I think that's where a lot of the passion is. Not to say that there isn't passion in the professional field, but definitely want to start rewarding people for coming and participating in these awesome events in all categories, in all divisions too. So,
yeah, of course. And if you like watching these amateurs tear up these courses, and most of the time amateurs are similar to what your game is going to be like, as opposed to watching like the Rickies, the Pauls, the Calvins, the Gannons. So if you want to see them tear up any more of these Peoria area courses, you can check out all of the Greater Peoria tour stops here on this channel.
Yeah, and hopefully the Greater Peoria Tour will be making stops to other infamous local courses, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get the full tour, the literal tour. No, I'm just messing. All right, yeah, we're going back and forth here. This hole is not really panning out very well for our friends here.
If I had to guess, it's playing almost a whole stroke over par.
0.73.
0.73, okay. Not too bad. That was kind of close.
It's surprising that it's playing that easy, though. But although there's no OB, there's huge potential to kick early, and then you are really fighting to stay alive. So we're finally getting up here to the green. Have these guys, okay. Yep. Trying to lay it up to the crest. Let it drop in.
Caleb throwing that jawbreaker plastic in that zone definitely helps it nestle down in the ground instead of getting those big flare skip ups.
Yeah. I think we can use a process of elimination and identify we've thrown more than 2 shots here for everybody. Yeah. So I'm going to shout out the 2 lone birdies here on this hole, and that's Josh Pook and Brandon Brown. Been seeing Brandon Brown's name a couple times here on some of the highlights, excuse me. I think he's crawling up the leaderboard. We're having some places shook it up. So we're moving some players around, and we'll see if these players can maintain their podium. So a double there for Caleb. That's a rough start to lead into what...
Now we're in striking distance here for Dane and even Nathan, giving him a chance as well.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah, a little bit of red everywhere on this one.
Prodigy Disc Golf helping out the tour here leading up to the Greater Peoria Open. They provided player packs for each event here. They've assisted with that process, and all of the discs have turned out great. Custom logos by Jay Velez, and this is probably the most premier hole on the entire course. You just want to get to the short tee pad off of the long tee pad there, just slight bend to the right through the woods, then you just want to pitch across to the flat, get up this slight hill, go down this tunnel, and hopefully tap in for par, because that's what everyone's probably playing for, if not some playing for bogey on purpose.
Yeah, and that's going to be the ultimate goal here. So I would say, given the course par, like I said, a lot of these players have the skill set to birdie, but this one requires
4
perfection. No,
yeah.
100% perfection. This is a good start. I don't think it's going to finish. Kind of drops down. But let's just call it what it is. It's a par 7. Because that's how it's playing today. Yeah, tough break there. A little high and left for Dane, and it pushes left after a kick. That's what happens, man, if you're not on your line. And that's a tiny little branch off the main one. If that's gone, that might have a chance to push down the fairway a little bit. So this is it. Can you miss the trees? It does.
Great shot.
That would be one if he trusts the height a little bit more. He gets that extra distance because this, you see the dip right there in the fairway. That's where a lot of low shots tend to gravitate to. So if you give it some air, you can get it to the flat on the other side.
You think maybe you kept it low to
minimize the tree hits. Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, for us amateurs, when we're not confident about hitting a gap or we want to ensure our errors are minimized, we end up throwing things super low because we don't want to give it too much air to... Yeah, not too much air to make an error. All right. Nick pushing across. Does that fight? I think it does. Yeah.
He's on that right side. Perfectly fine. Caleb here from his drive, trying to execute another good shot. Looks like he does it perfectly. Maybe push a little too far and he's throwing directly uphill, but that shouldn't be an issue for him at all.
No, I think people just getting the distance it's what really matters. The proximity to the hillside's not all that bad until you're actually on the hillside. That's the problem. So if you're on the flat at the bottom, it just makes your next shot really nose up. But that's not so much a problem as it is just making sure that you actually have good footing, because that's what is conducive to throwing an accurate shot, is actually having footing. So, all right, everyone's across the creek. Objective 1 done. That in itself is its own tough hole, and Nick pulls it a little right of the fairway. So starts the scrambling. I know he already did it on the first leg of the fairway, but he's got a little bit more to go. And wow,
what a great shot from that position from Dane.
Odds are it probably got up and skipped a little bit. Going to be kind of dabbling in the right-hand side trees, but we'll see. Miss this tree. That's not what you want. He'll be able to see over the crest.
Yeah.
That's the good news, but bad news is he's still got weird footing.
Yeah, probably just a standstill forehand again from him. Caleb here in prime position.
That just needs to settle.
Yeah, and it looks like he does. Another great shot. He's doing exactly what is needed here just to play this hole correctly so far.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad shot there from Nathan. Just catches a tree there on the right side. Just pitching out from Nick. Must have not liked his angle or didn't want to risk it.
Miss it. Oh.
Stays in the fairway, but still not ideal.
Yeah, and look at this. These are the crossbars for jail. It's crazy. This is a hard par 3 to actually play it from just on top of the hill, which is where most people are.
Yeah.
This is an incredibly hard par 3 that's playing over par for
par
most
5.
divisions. No, I'm saying if you just made this a par 3, which I do for the Ironman event that I described before, right? Yeah. So I make that. This is a tough one. It's hard to commit to this given the drop off to the left, the rough on the right, jail and just the trees. It's crazy. So
a get out of jail free card's not even going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just serving your time and pitching back out.
Yeah, at this point, like I said, it's just a double is going to be a solid score on this hole today. And, at this point, I'm sorry, guys. I don't have a stroke counter on here.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out exactly what these guys threw eventually, but, yeah, just bear with us. Stick around for the ride.
It's a very hard hole and a lot of shots being thrown.
All right, this would be a confidence booster. If Dane gets this one,
It'll be huge moving forward.
Oh.
Just low. Seems like his problem all weekend for this event. Just a little low. If he got him up a little higher, he'd be having himself a great event overall.
And there's one he wants. I know he's got some separation, but yeah, that could have been a nice par. And I think that was our last par chance here on the card. Since that's the case, like I said, birdie, absolutely insane. MPO barely ever gets that done. There were 3 pars on the day, and I want to shout you guys out. Well, there are also only 4 bogeys. So there were 7 people in total, but it's effectively 3 eagles with Blake Sutter, Ben Wyckoff, Carson Fowler. 3 5s.
Dang.
4 6s, I'll shout you guys out too. I got Eric Bush, Stephen Weaver, Brennan Begner, Caleb Tripp. So Caleb actually still shooting a pretty solid by shooting the
bogey.
What the MPO calls a par, or just say Jeremy Colling calls a par.
Yeah.
A 6.
So thanks to Ryan Hauser and Double Eagle down in Bradenton, Florida. Check them out at doubleeaglediscgolf.com, or if you're ever down there visiting, they've got some great courses down there, and they have an awesome shop as well. Probably some of the best jerseys in the game. Hole 13 though, par 4, we'll push it back about 100 feet or so. Kind of a similar shot, you just want to push it straight and hyzer out, just kind of where the camera is now, maybe even a little further if you can. Give you that opportunity to go for it for your second shot to get to the basket, so that way you can attempt to get that birdie. But this pond here, or watering hole is what we called it, round 1, does play as OB, so something to watch out for as well.
Dude, I'm doing some quick mental maths while we wait for Caleb to throw. I'm just looking, obviously this is the gauntlet. Holes 12 through 15 are the 4 hardest holes on the course. And wow, what a lucky shot there.
Yeah.
Does it keep pushing up there? Wow, what a result. That's crazy. Yeah, this goes to show if that kicked off, you're definitely in one of the hardest holes for sure. I'm just adding up the averages here. The averages for the 12, 13, 14, 15 for the MA1 division alone is 6.5 strokes over par.
Insane.
So round up 7 strokes and you'll be like on par with the entire field if you had essentially a double bogey per hole.
That's just like unheard of. 7 over through 4 holes is okay.
Well, this is the easiest of the tough holes. Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry, I got second guessing myself. Oh, man, getting aggressive for Dane trying to push around the corner. Kind of what he was trying to do off the short tee, but it just starts fading out too early.
Yeah.
That's a tough shot to execute. It's really aggressive. But that's what you need to do when you're in chase for the win. So only 4 strokes back, which we very well know there can be huge stroke swings. If you get par and you get that double bogey, 2-stroke swing right there, and Nick getting caught up. All right. Nathan looks like he's maybe trying to push. No, he's just pitching around the corner. Okay.
Yeah, he's just trying to put himself in a better position to get across that watering hole.
As one should. And Caleb executes a little bit of a backspin roll off the tree. I'll put him in a good spot. Now, this is ultra aggressive.
Yeah.
Now you can see where this is going. I think Dane's fed up being reserved. He's going for the win, and I think that it's a self-destructive cycle at this point. Go, go, go. Lift up. Lift up.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, just barely getting over.
Yeah, and there's Dane just pitching out.
Yeah, smart play. Just needs to take his medicine at this point and just get off the hold to move on to the next. Limit the damage.
Oh, good commitment. Just stay out of those branches. Oh, it got lucky through them.
Got lucky on this whole hole through the tee shot and the upshot there.
Yeah. Right, settle. Oh, no, it hits the backside, which is packed dirt. There's no grass over there, and it just shoots into the rough. That's rough. Oh. Right, Nathan looks like he kind of took an inside line, and he did it well. He's got a 10-footer for his par, I believe. Little football goal putt here. Oh. He tries to shy away from that right tree, I think, and pushes it left on Heiser. He's going to have to clear his head now and really dial it back in, get it. All right. Yeah, see? Once again, if we superimpose that score onto Caleb takes a triple and Dane gets a par, that's a one-stroke game then. It's crazy how fast it can swing out here. So
It really can.
Yeah, now Nathan, he's in the second place position, and now he can just maintain and keep a good standing.
Yeah, he's in the passenger seat now.
Yeah.
Caleb's still in that driver's seat. Foot on the gas. Doesn't look like he's got any intention to let up.
Yeah, survival of the fittest. Oh, man, I think we're going to get tired commentating on these holes. There's going to be a lot of shots.
Yeah, especially on this next one here. But first, let's shout out Great Lakes Disc for supporting this tour, this tournament. Overall, they are a great shop to shop at. They help bring Crew 42 to do footage for MPO for this event. Go check them out on YouTube. But this hole is something else.
Yeah. 893-foot par 5. It's in the same category as hole 12. Pretty crazy. You got a 400-foot tee shot to make, and then you've got the same hard 500-foot fairway to get to the basket. Like this fairway is very hard to pure, and it's crazy to think that we had like Anthony Barella like actually in circle 2 looking for eagle from the long. Is mind-boggling. That is absolutely insane. So yeah, people just trying to throw something the tiniest to flip up here to get it to go as straight as they can. A little turned over on the right side, but that's fine. It hit a gap and it kept going. So being on the right side, you have a chance to maybe look around the corner. You're not going to be getting distance past the corner, but you are able to at least make your next shot around.
Yeah, not awful. You're just looking to throw 350 dead straight here.
Yeah.
If you can, based off this gap here, turn it over a little too much, kick to the left. That's going to be a rough spot for a second shot if he's looking to try to get around the corner.
Yeah. But at the same point, too, if you kick and you just drop, I think the ultimate goal is just to get it to the bend so that you can look down the second leg straight on, because then you can throw a big, powerful shot and at least get that, 350 feet down the fairway with a chance to make a par.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here he is trying to make that step out, and
which he can barely see around this pine. He really has to flex it, and yeah, I mean that's just so tough.
I think Dane here may be in a worse spot, surrounded by all these tiny trees. Making it work here, getting to the landing zone, push a little to the right, go deep, but still fine.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, so...
Best shot of the group here from Caleb.
Yeah, you're just trying to... You can't get distance around the corner, but you can at least see it.
Oh,
no! And that puts him on the inside line. He has to pitch out from there. There's no way to advance.
No.
It's crazy. You can almost have 3 cards on this hole.
Yeah. One throwing their shots around the corner, another throwing their tee shots.
Mm-hmm. And Nathan doing an excellent job.
Yeah, what a great shot.
So that's for his 3. I mean, it would be a solid second shot, but he's got like another 350 footer to get up to the basket. That would be an excellent par save. And a little slip there from Dane, pulls it on Anheuser and kicks right. That's just tough. When it kicks, it just kicks straight down. Stop giving us the bad breaks. But just get it in the middle and reset. These guys are tired. They've been playing 2 rounds of disc golf. And I know you guys didn't come to see tired disc golf. You guys want to see some good stuff. So we'll see it. I promise. All right, Nick here. Kind of got some weird positioning, being really close to that tree.
Yeah.
Got to shy away. And he executes so well.
Yeah, it's got the right shape. Ends in a good spot.
That was well done.
Dane doing another pitch out.
I can't tell you literally the bane to people having a frustrating round is to pitch out. That immediately puts you into rage mode.
Making no distance forward. You're just going in a whole opposite direction of where the basket really is.
Yep. Oh,
wobbly
man.
out the hand. May have killed some of that stability there. But, I mean, overall, you can't really complain of how it turned out. Never hit a tree, so...
Yeah. It was good line, good commitment, and that was a little extra hyzered from...
Caleb.
Yeah, I think that's a Z Light Force. He's been throwing that a lot out here, or just both at Sunset and here. So I think he really loves the mold and loves the flight.
His Force, that is a great kickback. You know, he should be tapping in there for
15-footer.
His bogey, I think, double bogey. Unknown at this point what any of these players are taking. It feels like
very true. Eventually, actually, I can't make a strong promise, but I'm going to get a stroke counter here pretty soon just to give people some guidance. So, yeah.
Some tally marks.
Tally marks, yep. I don't know, you guys comment below. What would you guys like to see? I know not a huge deal. Not everybody cares about it, but what do you care about? Let me know in the comments. Oh, drop.
Okay.
Oh.
Good bid.
Caleb still has some energy. Everyone else here they're slowing down.
Definitely dwindling down. It is a long course. The course itself stretches 2 miles, and that's not counting the walks from hole to hole. So
nor the elevation.
Yeah, nor the elevation. So they're probably walking close to 3 miles just to play this round of disc golf.
2 trees for Nick and Nathan. Ugh. Finish it up. That's a good putt. And for just a bogey, too.
Yeah.
So actually, Nick playing pretty solid. That bogey is going to take strokes. 1.7 over par.
Yeah. Nice putt there from Nathan. Just clean up. Dane cleaning up the double. Double not bad for having to pitch out on where he was once in the fairway. And a triple from Caleb. NADGT supporting this tour, providing invites here for their nationals down in Austin for all these tour events to winners of each division that qualifies. So thanks to them and congrats to those that get the invite to go down.
All right, this is the last hole of our gauntlet, hole 15. I think it's one of the most picturesque holes, specifically from the longs. I love the look of this hole, the lush green carpet on a fairway that bends slightly to the right, and then kind of pick your gap, whatever you need to get up here to the basket. It's a tough shot, 2 350-foot shots.
Yeah, with OB the whole
OB
left
all
way.
left, yeah. And it, like, even the bubbles, like, there's 2 bubbles. One right here, this bush that Nick is headed towards. Oh. I guess there's that bush, the bush ahead of it that I was speaking of, and then there's one more bubble even further down the fairway that just seemed to attract a ton of discs.
Yeah, it's in a weird spot, like a ditch. It's kind of like the drainage part of the hole. But this is a beautiful shot here.
That is amazing. Every single person in the MPO field would kill for that shot.
Oh, yeah.
That was so well done.
You'd be crazy not to want a shot like that. And this is a great shot in itself, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's committed with really overstable, not really moving at all, dead straight. I'm well executed, just a tiny bit low. He should be able to have a chance at getting up and down for a bird. This cut roll is what you got to watch out for. Okay, no casualties, or 1 casualty off the tee. Dang it.
And that's a Pharaoh that he's throwing there. I mean, I'm kind of surprised he wouldn't throw in that yellow disc that he'd been throwing on 12 and 14. Has that nice little right to left finish.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Dane puts it a little low. Yeah, I think once again, people are just now, with all the tree kicks that they've seen, everyone's fearing it. So, okay, I've seen...
Puts that force a little high.
Yeah. Caleb's been missing the forehands a little nose up, so I don't know if that's just what that may be. Caleb, take down some notes. Maybe it's a tiredness thing, who knows what it is, but just see that happening. All right. Oh, miss those trees. Get up there. Get going. Oh. Okay, it's
Gives
up there for the bird. That would be a great one. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, pitch up here. Dane leaks a little left. Keeps going left. It's about a 25-footer. Okay.
Caleb here just kind of pitching it up. Gets a little more than he probably wanted, but still able to knock it down probably. That's in his range. This is, for bird here, our closest look.
It's about 28 feet. No, just fades off.
Left.
It's that last little bit of energy that I think everybody is lacking, given they're exiting the hardest stretch of the course.
I mean, great putt here by Dane. But,
for a par, too.
Yeah.
That was well done.
But shout out to Brennan Begner for being the only birdie on the day for this hole.
Like I said, Brennan, he's jumping up. And he's been fighting up the leaderboard all round. We've been calling out his name for highlights. So, yeah. Let's keep our eyes open.
Tap ins as we move on to the next hole. Thanks to OTB for sponsoring this tour, donating some awesome prizes here for CTPs and raffle prizes as well that I've done for charity. Just moving on to hole 16 here. We're finally out of the gauntlet. It gives these players a little bit of breathing room and some holes to attack to get some birdies, to get some strokes back. This is just 330 downhill the whole way on this little plateau. You're just trying to avoid going in that creek left, as if you go a little bit too far down that creek, it is OB.
It is OB. And that's what you got to watch out for. So you want to throw something with just ever such slight turn if you like the hyzer line. Now it's actually a good result given how high Nathan threw it.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked that it made it that far down through the woods.
Yeah. Or this forehand line's very common. Dane he's been throwing that. It's
D2.
overstable. It's a D2.
Yep.
Really? Wow. Okay. Man. Actually, that's very surprising. I would have figured that he would lean into an overstable fairway. And he's disking up to the distance driver. Keep turning. That's what you want. It just needs to be a little bit more turned.
Too close. As Nick here tees off, shout out to Catalyst Construction there, the T sign. That is where Jake Zimmerman, Dane's dad, works. He was able to help secure that sponsorship for us as well. Thank you to them. I know they do a lot of big projects within our area of doing some construction for buildings.
Nice. Okay. Gotcha. I'll have to keep my eyes out. There's a lot of new buildings, like an apartment complex in East Peoria and a few other large.
Yep, they're doing those. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Yep. So doing big things in the Peoria area too. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Caleb down here just trying to jump so you can even see the base of the basket here. This is just a blind shot. He's just trying to get it close, I would assume.
Oh, and he puts it on top.
Yeah. Well, he got it close.
Yeah, that's about as close as you can get it without it going in. Yeah, and Nathan's just buried in here.
Not a bad shot.
A tiny little forehand pitch out. All right, cleaning it up.
See Caleb's posse back there just leaving him behind.
They all just finished their own rounds out here too, so they're tired, they're done.
Yeah.
They're just like, do we really need to come out here to support our friend?
Yeah. Thanks to Paula over at Underdog Sports, big supporter of the tour, the Greater Peoria Open, any event within disc golf pretty much, and any sporting event in general. So thanks for all you do to the community and supporting us, Paul.
Yeah, hole 17, OB all on the left side in a casual creek. You just got to watch out for this tree that we're passing here, right on the right. You either pick the right or left gap and any sort of shot shape that'll settle you 320 feet straight down the fairway. That's it. It's that simple. Just do it.
Yeah.
Got a little forehand flexor here with overstable approach disc, maybe. No, that looks maybe a little bit faster.
A little faster, maybe like Firebird-esque.
Yeah, that settles short, but on the long side of the creek, so we'll have a 25-ish footer putt coming back.
Dane with that D2 again, just hammering on it.
A little flat to his liking, and he hits that tree that you need to miss. So that drops him down. Shouldn't be too bad of a location. He should be able to get up and down for his par.
Yeah.
And then Caleb really not in much risk of getting pressure. Oh, a little ricochet off the bridge. That's the kind of love that you're looking for. So he's going to be putting from 20 feet for birdie. Oh, and the nice flex. There it is. Now settle, 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 settle. Whoo.
Okay. Great shot.
Yeah, getting the lattice on the backside.
It was a long look.
Ooh, drop in.
Ooh.
Good run.
Not a bad bid at all.
All right. Nathan really wants this. He wants this to get some separation between him and Dane.
Oh,
no, and the roll back.
Rolls almost all the way back.
Oh, this now, he needs it to keep. Oh, wow, that was really rushed.
Yeah.
Okay,
just out of frustration.
You know what? I understand. It happens. It's happening right now. I'm ready to just walk out.
Well, we got one more hole left after this.
Oh, there it is.
We're on the home stretch.
Home stretch, which is crazy.
Yeah.
How have we done 8 whole events, man? 8 whole events in a year, all culminating to an awesome A tier. Like, this has been a pristine event. I was glad to have the opportunity to come and get coverage of these awesome MA1 players.
Yeah, love having you out there, not only for this event, but for the whole tour. It's nice to have that support and also to see these guys get highlighted out here for what they can actually do on a course. It's been a fun year. The first inaugural year of the Greater Peoria Tour presented by Power Grip. Thanks again to them. Thanks again to everybody who supported not only me, but the tour in general, watching these videos. Sponsors, everything. I can't wait to do it all over again next year, and I hope to see you all again in 2025.
Yeah, I look forward to it very much. Alright, this is the last one. A really tough hole to finish it up. You know, they couldn't make it an easy one just to let you coast into the finish line. They gotta
make you work for it.
Yeah, so you got a 400-foot shot off the tee, followed by a 300-foot shot.
Caleb here with 7 strokes to play with. He's just looking to finish the hole without doing too much damage and just kind of coast in.
That's a good way to start it. Now he can just pitch up to the top of the hill, up to the basket, get a par. And that'll be an awesome win for him to take again back-to-back years.
Yeah, back-to-back years. You know, it's awesome to see Caleb. He's a young gun as he's in college and he's playing college disc golf, but to come down from Michigan to play in this big A tier and go back-to-back in it
sweet.
Might be the next move is to see him play MPO next year.
That would be awesome. Yep, just a couple of shots in the fairway here. All right, Nathan looking to close up the tee shots. Got to put something in play. And that's well executed there. Okay, Nicky's on the inside, which opens up the bend to the right, and that is incredible.
Yeah, great
shot. Standstill, great snap. Just gets up there.
Oh,
Dane trying to cut this hole into pieces again.
It's trying to dissect this a whole different way than what it's designed to do.
I think if there's a lesson to be learned about how you played the course today, Dane, it's just play the fairway as it's designed.
Play it a little smarter. This is the first event for the entire tour. Dane's pretty much played all tour events, and he's had a caddy pretty much every event. So he doesn't have a caddy this event because his dad ended up playing as well. So I'm not sure if that comes into play here of having someone on the bag helping him mentally as well.
I think Dane told me that his dad on his bag really doesn't change his mindset. Take that for what it is. Jake, we appreciate you. If anything, we'd appreciate you for just the verbal commentary. Sure. Caleb getting caught up, but I mean, you know what? Even if he gets up and down for his bogey, I mean, look at that mark.
Yeah.
It'll be 1 down. 1 down for the event. That's awesome.
Yeah, for playing one of the hardest courses possibly in the world, and then also playing a more open course but with high winds.
Mm-hmm.
Great score for the overall event. That's kind of what I was aiming to do for the event, was to make these players earn that win.
Yeah.
As you can see in the background,
these squirrels just love this basket, apparently.
Squirrels are all over. You can see in the background there, Innova, they're the title sponsor. I just want to thank them again for everything they've done for the event. What a great upshot there from Dane. Powered by both Power Grip and Double Eagle that are also there, so thanks to them again.
Yeah, Innova, thank you so very much. I've had the opportunity to work with them in the past as well on other projects, and so very responsive, very knowledgeable, very helpful. So great par from Nick, and we glossed over Nathan's awesome shooting. So he was in a thorn bush after his tee shot. He trucked through that, got up to the top of the hill, and then pitched up for a tap-in par. And there it is.
There it is. It's all over in the books. Congrats to Caleb, back-to-back. I mean, it's a impressive feat. Last year we had a little bit bigger field that he took down, but you know, nonetheless, 38 players and it was a very tough field here. So congrats to him for playing real strong all weekend and taking it down.
Absolutely. Winning by 6 strokes over Nathan. We've got his friends coming in to shower him with praise. Well done, Caleb. That was well done.
Alex here, he's the guy that started bringing him down. Alex, great dude. He comes down and plays as many events of mine as possible. I'm so glad to have met him. But again, I can't thank everyone enough for making this tour successful as it was. Thank you, Payton, for having me in the booth for doing commentary for this final event, the big one. I loved being in here and getting to watch it all at first glance, essentially, compared to the viewers. I hope the viewers, you end up liking it. Leave your comments, subscribe to this guy, because he's been supporting me heavily this year, and I can't thank it enough.
And happy to do it. Thank you guys very much for joining, and we will see you on the fairway soon.